Alright, hello, RNG back again, another episode of Elite Nerd. This episode, we will be continuing our Thargoid series with part 2. Maybe the final part, I don't know. Anyway, I am currently sitting at Nokchok Hazelvich Research Facility, however you pronounce that, no idea. Not even gonna try. But there is one place on our list of places to visit today. That is one of the crash sites for one of the alien ships, which we all know are Thargoids now, but at the time they were unknown, and it was a big mystery. But people suspected they were Thargoids, but never knew for sure until much later. But now we all know they're Thargoids. And it's interesting, this research base is constructed right, not very far from where the crash site is. And I will show you that now. Down in this valley over here. Turn on night vision here, you can see it down there. Just off the nose of the ship. And I'll go down there and take a look at it. Not really much to see. This is a crashed Thargoid interceptor. But yeah. And there's nothing to pick up either. There's no, you know, like a lot of the other sites had, items you could pick up with the SRV and your fuel and your cargo scoop. But yeah, there's nothing here on this one. It's just a crashed ship. So I assume that the research facility came out and scooped up everything before anybody else could get a hold of it. Government cover up? Who knows? We will sit down here and take a look. There we go. Turn on the ship lights. Cut off. Okay. Now, I first came out here whenever this was first discovered, and I looked around quite extensively, actually, because I was really interested in seeing what this was. And the Thargoids, it still wasn't very known about the Thargoids at that time, but like I said earlier, people suspected that it was the Thargoids, but their ships, nobody had seen this ship before, because this is new to this game. Before, the only Thargoid ships were the scouts that I showed you in a previous video, in the last Thargoid video. Which was obviously a limitation of the game of the old Elite game engine at the time. The little hexagonal polygons that are like wired frames, and yeah, that was because you got to remember that was 1984 when that game came out. So graphics were a huge limitation at the time. But now they got. Oh, let's see if we can get around to the other side. Low gravity is a pain sometimes. Let's see, here we go. There's a way you can get up in here, there we go. Like I said, these ship designs are new to this game, so maybe in the last what, 100-something years, 1,000 years? I can't remember what exactly the previous game, the old game, took place in. But so obviously the Thargoids had time to upgrade, maybe, and come up with new designs for their ships. But then if they did, why did it crash? Which I don't think anybody really ever found out. I think it was just as a way to tease what was coming. But you can see how big these ships are. They're massive. It even dwarfed when we first seen that one, and that one that scanned us that one time in that last episode. That it dwarfed even my Anaconda. So yeah, these ships are massive. Alright. So now that we've seen that, we will leave that and go to another crash site. Oh, low gravity sucks. And this other crash site will have more, hopefully more detailed, something more to look at, in other words, than this one did. Give me a minute to get back on the ship. Turn that on for a minute. Let's see, go to the galaxy map. We are going over to... Where's it at? There it is. 17403. It's also in the... It's around the Pleiades region. It's all in this little area here. The Thargoids are haunting. So yeah, we'll jump over there. Maybe we'll get hyperdicted on the way. Who knows? The other day I got hyperdicted twice when I wasn't recording, so hope that's not the case again. Because I really want to get it on video. Because it's kind of cool looking. Kind of freaky when it first happens to you. So, alright, we'll get into... That's why I'm not editing out these travel times, because I'm trying to actually capture hyperdiction on video. And if I edit it out, then, well, I don't know. I guess I could still edit it. I don't know. I just find it easier this way. I hope y'all don't mind. Alright, now we're back into space. Kinda. And now we're officially into space. Come around. Yeah, gotta go around the other side of the planet. Our destination's over there. There it is. Jump number 1. Ow. Alright. Maybe we'll get a hyperdiction since we've seen the, we were around the Thargoid ruins. Nope, no hyperdiction this time. No, it ain't over yet. We still got another jump. Can't word today. Words don't work. Alright. Around the star here, not crash into it. And then we will continue on to our final destination. Hyperdiction? Nope. So the hyperdictions are really rare. They don't happen very often. I'll probably never get one on video again. Let's see, there it is. Crashed vessel discovered. That's where we want to go. And then we will go out here. Won't take very long to get there. There aren't any non-human signal sources out here either. There's a couple of unidentified ones. Oh, there's a research base here now. Weird. Yeah. Is there a nav beacon? No, there's no nav beacon. Oh, crap. Pay attention to what I'm doing here. So yeah, this planet has a crashed vessel on it too, which was also unknown at the time. But now, like I said, we all know it's Thargoids. But at the time, it wasn't. Nobody knew. And yeah. As soon as I get close enough, we'll do a surface scan and find the oh, it's already found. Oh, okay. Yeah, crashed Thargoid ship. Okay, this is where I want to go. This is where we need to go. And I'm going too fast. I do like how they changed the surface scanning now, so we don't have to use coordinates to find stuff on planets anymore, which was really hard to do because you gotta be precise with it, and the coordinate system is not precise. So I'm glad they changed that to make it a lot easier to find this stuff now. It was very frustrating before. And oh good, it's on the day side. Sweet. It's in this crater here. How I used to find it before they changed the surface scanning was it had this little hump rock formation on the side of it. But now, like I said, I'm glad they changed it so we don't have to have that anymore. Okay. Come down here, it's going to be a bit of a travel time because we got to go down inside this crater. Oh, this is weird. This is new. That's different than it was before. Interesting. Before they used to be against the that hill there. They're like crashed into that mound. That's different. So they must have changed that then. Huh. That's interesting. Probably gonna regret boosting down there. Can't tell how big these craters are though. Does it have all the human ships there still? It does, I think. So yeah, there's a whole bunch of like non-Thargoid ships there, like human. So maybe there was a battle or something, and they shot down the Thargoid ship, or the Thargoid ship shot them down. Who knows? See, there's an anaconda there. Wait, the Thargoid ship's gone. No, it's not. Yeah, it's still there. And you always get this weird scan thing too when you first come in here. It's unknown. It's an unknown scan. You don't ever know where it comes from. I'm hoping the artifacts are still here. This is where you go if you want to get inside the Thargoid structures. You get these artifacts that allow you to open the doorway, because you gotta. That's the only thing that can open the doors to the structures. That'll be in a future video too, maybe. I want to get a corrosive resistant cargo hold before I do that. So maybe a bit before we can get inside. There we go. Maybe a bit, like I said, maybe a bit before we get inside the... Come on. Can't I land? There we go. Okay. Now we'll drop down here. And I'll show you what the Thargoid probes look like. I think I may have shown them before, I can't remember. You hear that noise? That noise is creepy too. Especially when you first hear it, it's really creepy. Holy crap. Sensor fragment. But I don't know if they have the actual probes here or not. They used to be here. Sensor fragment. Sensor fragment, material fragment. They not have the actual... There they are. Thargoid sensors. You pick these up and you take it to one of the Thargoid structures, and that's how you get inside. Notice it gives off this weird effect thing here too. Let's go to the outside view here. I'll show you a better view. It has this little cloud thing. I don't know what it is. Some kind of energy or whatever. But when these were first discovered, it was weird, because they didn't know what they were from. It's just they found them orbiting a planet in the Merope system, which isn't far from here. And that was where the barnacles were first found too. That's how these things led people to the barnacles. Right in a minute. And then it was just unknown artifact at the time. Nobody knew what it was. And well, that's like I said, more Thargoid speculation went around, and people started. It was Thargoids, which turned out to be Thargoids. Always Thargoids. Yeah, so this is where you come to get those. Like I said, I'll do a video on that in the future when I get a corrosive resistant cargo hold. I'll show you what it looks like when you pick them up. They'll start corroding your cargo hold. Yeah, see, toxic corrosion. And if you're not careful, it'll corrode your cargo hatch away and you'll lose your cargo. Which, if you're going fast enough, if you're like in space or something, then what the hell? you're going in space, then you'll lose the whatever cargo you're holding, and then you'll have to just come back and get another one. Which, if you're already there, then you're wasting time just trying to keep a hold of it. So I'm just gonna wait until I can get a resistant cargo rack. And oh, here's a crashed anaconda. It looks like mine. Beer. There we go. Maybe they're coming to give the Thargoids beer. That's what they wanted. You can find all kinds of stuff here you can take back and sell. There's a crash Type 9. See, when this first was discovered, all this was impacted on the side of that hill there. Or mound, whatever you want to call it. And so this was they recently changed this, because the last time I was out here it was still in the mound. So well, yeah, that's that. There's all kinds of ship wreckage and stuff, so maybe there was a battle at some point and nobody won. We do know the Thargoids have the ability to disable ships with an EMP type pulse, like an electromagnetic pulse, which like disables electronics. If we get hyper addicted, I'll show you, because that's what they do. You'll see it there, but yeah, this is kind of, it was really interesting when this was first discovered too. I came out here quite often trying to figure out what it was. Yeah, that's the whole site there. Yeah, alright, so now we will take a journey and go find the bug killer. Which will have audio, the bug killer will also have audio logs that you can listen to and get a sense of what more backstory into Thargoids. Nobody knows what Thargoids look like either. They're just, supposedly they're bipedal, or not bipedal, but like, they have like quadrupedal, I think. Yeah, quadrupedal. So, yeah, there's, like I said, there's another picture of the whole site there. Ship. Ah, that sounds creepy. Alright, so, onto the bug killer site. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I have it bookmarked. On Jameson. Pretty far up. This is pretty far outside of the where the Thargoids were found, or initially encountered at. But this is likely when the Thargoids began their push toward the bubble, the inhabited systems. There's all kinds of people going out hunting them, trying to kill them, finding out their weapons were useless against them. Yeah. So, alright. Now, you get back into space. Technically, we are in space because there's no atmosphere, but that's not the point. Super cruise out. And then, yeah. Alright, so, back into space. We'll, flip around here and start plotting our route. Hopefully now, maybe the Thargoids will show up and interdict us, or hyperdict us. Like interdiction, but hyperspace, hyperdiction. Alright. So maybe we'll get a visit from the Thargoids on this trip. Maybe, maybe not. We'll see. I hope we do, because I actually want to, because it's really cool to see what happens, or how it happens. So, yeah. I really want to get hyperdicted. I may have to just record randomly and just hope that I get it and just insert it later. Oh, it's in the Ares Dark region. Or we're going through the Ares Dark region. This is dark region of space where there's just no stars. There's several places like that in the galaxy. Like if you go between the galaxy arms, then there's no stars. So then you have to kind of, and unfortunately you have to travel. You have to jump between stars, and so if you can't, there's no star to jump to, then you can't travel there. So that was a big problem when I was going to the core. I had to work my way around things to get places. I do want to go back to the core, so I may record that as part of a expedition or something. Me just jumping around. I don't know yet. There's several places I haven't visited yet in the galaxy that I want to. I may do like an exploration series and yeah, just kind of explore around. Alright, here we are in the bug killer's last known position before he lost communication. I think. What planet was they on? Darn it. Okay, this is it. Yeah. Yeah. There we are. Okay. Thought I had the wrong system bookmark for a minute, but no, we're good. Go ahead and get a little scan of the system real quick. Alright, I'll have that for later. An orbit, like the planet's in orbit around this gas giant here. That's kind of cool. And as soon as my surface scanner gets in a range here, we will scan this and hope I am in the right system. If I'm not, it's going to be really embarrassing. But I'm pretty sure this is it. Other. The other must be the... So where's the other? Am I not close enough? Bunch of geological stuff. Alright. I'll do this the hard way. Okay. They must have, when the devs redid the surface scanning again, they must have reset all the scan points. So like I said, we'll have to do this the hard way. And find it different way. The old-fashioned way. I'm pretty sure it was on this system. Yeah, it should be on this planet. So we should be finding it here, but we're not. Don't know why. Don't know why it's not showing up, but it should be. Let's just go down to one of these geological sites. I don't. I may have to skip this one for now and come back to it later. Because for some reason or not, it's not showing up. And it's very annoying. So it should be... Or maybe I don't have it. No? Yeah, I don't know why it's not showing up. But it is on this planet. And, John Jameson was... Here's some trivia, some lore trivia. In the first Elite game, your pilot's surname was named Jameson, and you played Jameson in the first three Elite games. And in the third game, I believe, you helped stop the first Thargoid war, which was from which was due because you gave them because they were the mycoid virus was used against them to stop them. Since all their ships and technology is organic, they just developed a virus and poisoned them essentially. And your character was involved in that, and it was a Jameson. So John Jameson is either an ancestor or some relative to that character. Has to be. Which I thought was kind of a little interesting. It's a good lore tie in there. But anyway, I don't know why it's not showing that site. I said I'll figure it out and put it in the next video. Or something, I don't know. I'll figure out something. Anyway. Okay. So since we can't do that, we will go down to find Carmichael Point? I believe Carmichael Point is where we go. Which is one of the INRA bases where they developed the mycoid virus. And I know that can be found because I've found it before. I found this one before too, but I'm pretty sure the bases are still there. They wouldn't just remove them. So, yeah. We'll jump over there. Maybe we'll get hyperdicted again. Who knows? We'll see. Oh, still no hyperdiction. Big star, though. This ain't the biggest either. There's a lot bigger than that. A lot bigger. Whole lot bigger. I'll stop refuel here in a minute pretty soon, too. So, yeah. I apologize for that. That was a bust. I thought we'd be able to see that. Be able to go to the Jameson crash site, but apparently not. But I'll figure it out and do it later. Show it in another video later at some point. Damn, still no hyperdiction. Ah, that sucks. Alright, so maybe now I'm pretty sure with this one we'll be able to find this base. I'm pretty sure it's on this planet right here. And the INRA bases were spread across several regions. There's a few in the back in the bubble that were found too. They're all on uninhabited worlds, all dead worlds, barren worlds, I guess you could call it. So I don't know why they did that, because you'd have to have environmental protection, no atmosphere, you'd have to have pressure suits and stuff, unless the bases at one point had some kind of shielding. I don't know if that's a thing. I don't know if that exists in the Elite universe or not. Environmental shielding, stuff like that. But so when the bases were found, they were just on these barren worlds, just in the middle of nowhere. Of course, I guess if you want to hide a top secret research base, you do it on a world where nobody would suspect, I guess. Makes sense. Alright. Coming up to it soon. Come up here momentarily. Should be in range. Yep, there it is, right there. Carmichael Point. I don't know if this is the one that talks about the Thargoid mothership or not. Or a hive ship is what it's called. But I do know each of the INRA bases have logs you can scan and listen to, which will do that. That'll be the finale of the episode, I guess. All right, let's slow down here. Deactivate super cruise. Throttle back up. Oh, it's an ice world too. I remember it being an ice world. Weird. Huh. Oh well. Relatively on the day side. Alright, so I said these bases had to be found the hard way too at one point. You couldn't just scan the planet and know it's there. So you had to use the coordinate system, which was, like I said, really tedious and annoying most of the time. Alright, let's down here a little faster. And I'll go around and scan the logs, scan all the log points, and then I'll play back with the logs. And I think this is the one that talks about the mothership. A supposed Thargoid hive ship that's like bigger than the interceptors. Supposed to be like a capital ship size. So yeah, we'll see about that. And hopefully nobody's here. Because at one point the Thargoids do show up at these bases. So I'm hoping they aren't here now. Yeah, here we are. They're not very big bases. They're just little small outposts that are just, like I said, randomly sitting here on the surface. So we'll touch down here. And then drop down the SRV, and I'll go around and scan the points. And get the logs for the base. Great, ice world and low gravity. Great combination. Ugh. See what I mean? Okay. Comm uplink. This is one of them. You have to scan these comm uplinks to get the logs. There we go. That should be... Okay, that's that one. I also have materials you can pick up here too. Crafting materials for engineering. That's one of them. Oh, I got that one. Pretty sure I got this one too. Yep, got that one. Okay, where's the other ones at? There should be 2 more. Should be 4 logs in total. Ow. Ah, I hate ice planets. Ah, there's one. Number 3. Oh, scanned that one already. Number 4 should be... Oh, mechanical scrap. Chemical processors. Salvage alloys. Where's that 4th one at? This it? This is it. Okay, that should be all of them. So, I will I'll play back these. Yeah, that's all of them. Alright. Number 1.
Everything is in place. If the Thargoids take the bait, this facility should come under attack very soon. And when it does, we'll find out if our new weapons are worth a damn. It's taken a lot of time and effort to make this place look like an important military site. I just hope they fall for it. It's about time we started fighting back.
Okay, here's number 2.
Everyone's on edge. It's like seeing an approaching storm and waiting for it to break. The air is heavy with the threat of violence. Maybe they didn't take the bait. Maybe we hid it too well, or maybe we didn't hide it well enough. What if they realize this is a trap? I suppose it's too late to worry about that now. All we can do is watch the sky and wait.
Okay, part 3.
Contact confirmed. Thargoids 1,000 light seconds from sight and closing. Ready all weapon systems and prepare to fire on my order. We've only got one shot at this and I don't want to miss. Wait. What is that? That's not a regular Thargoid ship. It's huge. Will somebody scan that thing? And tell command we've got a mothership here. And get them the data as soon as possible. All right. That's close enough. Fire all batteries.
And the last one.
Test unsuccessful. Target suffered minimal damage. Site lost. All operatives lost.
Okay, so now that you've heard that, that begs the question: did they really see a Thargoid capital ship, or were they just seeing one of the Thargoid interceptors and thought it was a capital ship because it's much bigger than the previously known scouts? That's something that's still up for debate now, and we may never know. The only way we may ever know is when we're finally able to get into the Bernard's Loop, Horsehead Nebula area region, or the Col 70 sector region of the galaxy that's currently permit locked and nobody can get in there. So that may be the only time we'll ever find out, or if the Thargoids actually finally decide to reveal one of their capital ships, if they have them. I hope we get answers for this sometime in the future, because I want to know. But anyway, that will do it for this episode. I hope you've enjoyed this. If you have, leave a like. If you haven't, leave a dislike or comment otherwise. And I hope to see you in the next one. Till then, take care.